So thankful to have him welcome us down here for a big championship tour event. Stop 7, the World Surf League Championship Tour. Kanoa Igarashi, silver medalist, out there in the red jersey.
Whoa. Seems like we got action already, huh, Joe?
As we take a look at what happened at the start of the heat, Andino's first wave.
Yeah, so even Kolohe got on the board and he went big immediately. I like it. I think this aggressiveness from let's at least get 2 decent results, be comfortable with your surfing in the last 2 events of the year.
Rolling in now, Andino getting a nice vision. Spit out of the pit to kick things off this morning. And a clean roundhouse cutback. You can see how the wave goes flat and then fills up. He's hoping he's got a double up.
Nice float.
Floats that section, climbs it. Andino now starting to rush towards the end, tapping float. Wrapping turn on the inside. And Andino, fin throw reverse to finish.
When a Surfing America, USA Surfing, and NSSA, and it's because of this type of surfing. Really nice arm drag right there for the opening barrel of Andino. Then gets the wrap, and I thought this was some interesting work right here, Joe. Could have gone a little bit bigger on these sections. Maybe could have overpowered the wave right here, but I thought this was smart. Just interesting surfing with the motions. And this is really going to be the most important wave of this heat so far, because anything above a 5 is probably going to be a keeper score.
And Kelly now in motion. Big front side wrap for the GOAT. Tight jam with the rebound. This wall stretching out for Kelly. Holds that rail. Another big roundhouse. Straight up vert on transition there for Kelly. Blowtail reverse off the top. Ends up incomplete. And he'll lose the end section on that wave. So Kelly and Kolohe improving on their situation as Kanoa's just getting himself back into position.
Still got lots of time, but I do think that those could be your backup scores. And now Kelly, some nice rail surfing. Just beautiful transitions from the 11-time champ. And you see there from Kelly, reads the wave extremely well.
Yeah, nice
Beautiful lines, doesn't rush anything. Maybe went for something a little too big right there.
In the Red Bull Athlete Zone, having an Andy Irons tribute for this event. Into the pit with Kelly.
Beautiful battery right there.
Coming out with a ton of speed, lays down that rail. Another beautiful arcing roundhouse cutback. Wraps it quickly on the open face. Driving through another big roundhouse with that clean rebound, and Kelly will hit it off the top. Pulls back in for an inside pit, has time to shut it down. Kelly's best so far.
I love it. I love it. That was a sneaker wave too. Under everybody else, he searched for it, and now this is where things get difficult, Joe. The paddle back out. You see the current drifting you towards the west. Great read right here in the barrel. Disappears completely right there for a few seconds. And this roundhouse cutback is just textbook. Amazing. And then, boom, the carp to snap right there from Kelly. Board looks solid too. Real responsive, fast. And as we call the GOAT here in Mexico, we call him el papá de los pollitos. It means the dad of the little chicks. Of the little chickens. Yeah. So Kelly really showing that, you know, he is the greatest of all time right here. I mean, this was under everybody else's priority. And now we got Kanoa up and riding.
Igarashi, number 6 in the world. Clean top turn wrap. Changing the fins out immediately. Tommy Whitaker was standing by in the sand, and now back to business. Wrap now stalling. More wall now off the bottom. Nice clean snap to slide. Draws that one off in more of a layback fashion. Lays back over the whitewater one more time, and Igarashi's in the game.
So he's on the board, which is the important thing. Almost 10 minutes have gone by. And you like that joke from Kelly, didn't you, Joe?
Back to Kanoa's.
He has momentum, Joe. Coming off that 3rd place finish at the Surf Ranch, silver medal at the Olympics in his home country. I mean, imagine the pressure he had to go through to just achieve that goal. And some great surfing here from Kanoa. Beautiful read from him. gets the one jam right there, which I really liked. And the difference between his wave compared to Kolohe's and Kelly's start was the aggressiveness towards the lip line. Number 6 in the rankings. 2 results back-to-back that are huge. The only surfer from Japan to qualify for the CT.
Big punt attempt going upside down was Andino. Not holding back whatsoever. I feel like that's been a serious shift for him. He's not trying to build numbers and heats. He's trying to go for 10s early. What a wonderful morning for pro surfing when you see the GOAT in motion. It's always a special day. Kelly driving down the line, looking for a spot straight into the round of 32. Couple of wrapping cutbacks. I'm loving that we're seeing that roundhouse cut that featured time and time again. Keeps the rail engaged on that flat earth model, so a smaller trailing fin looking great and loose, especially on that rebound. Nice vertical power punch. Kelly looking for a finish. Weightless on the end section hack. And he'll try to ditch a 4.5 there. Kelly with Kanoa and Kolohe. Much anticipated heat. I can't believe we're getting in the first heat of the contest, Mitch. So true. Let's see Kelly's last.
Yeah, and Slater getting a 4.5 right here. To me, Kelly is just surfing a really smart heat. Nothing too extravagant, but I do feel like this is something that right now, especially in the first heat of the morning, it will get you through. Surfing meat and potatoes, which is really basic, but doing it super well. And you see Kelly using his rails there, smart surfing, not pushing too hard, especially as Strider said. He's got that twin fin. Crazy to think that these surfers haven't met each other these many times in a 3-person heat either.
Andino now working his way through a blowtail reverse. Nice transition for Andino. Nice front side rail carve. He's got the inside bowl, twist and wrap off that high line section. And now Andino chasing down the finishing move. Well-read wave. The .93's long gone. And now back to Kolohe's wave.
Yeah, and he gets a 5.0, so he moves back into second. And now Igarashi only needs a 2.67 to retake that spot. But as I said, I think this is really textbook and vintage Kolohe Andino. We're seeing an aggressive surfer. He's going to be a father soon, so congratulations to him and his wife on that achievement in life. And I mean, this is a kid that's been there, done that. Unfortunately for him, no wins in 5 finals so far. It would be really nice to see him win here at Barra De La Cruz, but I think, as we were talking about earlier, that aggressiveness that he has at the beginning of heats.
So they'll have to move on quickly if those numbers don't come in for them to hear it. Frontside wrap for Andino. A little bit stuck off the top, but he's got a little inside bowl looking to ramp up. Andino off the bottom, alley-oop.
Yeah.
Nails that landing into a vertical on the end section. This last wave for Andino.
Yeah, had higher priority, so Kelly had to give way, and I thought this was just fantastic surfing, Joe. For how the wave was, read it perfectly. Look at this alley-oop right here. Passes the one section, goes for it, and with that little offshore wind, that's a hard maneuver to do. I mean, we're talking about the wind pushing you out the back, you being able to control your positioning on your board, on the wave, and look at that, just textbook, almost a full rotation, and then this additional maneuver right at the end to get in there in time, your reaction time. And here goes Kelly real quick. So Andino could take the lead here. He only needs a 5.84, call it a 6. So anything close to that will give him first. And now the person who would be kind of in that awkward phase would actually be Kelly, because Andino has the ability to get the 5.18 on a single maneuver.
Rolling in now, Igarashi, number 6 in the world.
Oh!
Slides out on the top turn, loses priority, and he'll still be down in third. Remember, he has the single high of a 7.5 and plenty of time on the clock, but a rare fall there.
I just love their energy. You sit around them and they're just laughing all the time. It's good. It's contagious.
Frontside wrap complete for Andino. Hard off the bottom. There's the reverse in transition. Setup wrap there for the Californian. Drives through another beautiful top turn arc. Frontside carve with some power as well. And driving into a super clean finish. Andino putting on a show this morning in heat number 1.
And I'd have to say his best wave. I mean, the 517 for sure going to be gone after this one. And as I told you early on in the heat, Joe, anything close to a 6 is probably going to be a good backup right now, especially in the first heat of the morning. But confidence-wise, you just executed. You converted on a set wave with priority number 1. So your game plan went according. And look at that, just a frontside 3. That's stock standard for Kolohe. And beautiful rail work right here. The nice carve to snap. I love that jam in the pocket right there where he actually slides the fins at the end. And he needed a finish. That was extremely smart. And I'm thinking we're going to see the best wave of the heat for him so far.
I agree with you, Mitch. So many different types of turns, including an air. That was a risky maneuver to do at that part of the way. So he could surf 100% at all times. Igarashi into the final minute. Remember, third place does have to go into the elimination round. And that's what Igarashi's trying to avoid. Because he has that big 7.5. A 3.5 will send Kelly into the ER. And now just all setup work. He wants this inside track. Nice clean snap. He can throw those fins out the back on demand. He'll stretch this one out and throw it into the whitewater. Stay on his feet. Only chasing a 3.5 for second. Let's take another look.
So you got to compare it to the closest 2 scores. The 3.33 of Kelly and his 4.5. Those are the only 2 waves that you really got to be looking at. So we had the roundhouse. Then he mistimed that section. It was a tough section to surf and read. Then goes to the inside. Needed something bowly. Got that one turn right there, which was solid. Gets the wrap. Little stuck. And this is where I had mixed feelings. Like the finish wasn't great. I feel like this wave lacked quite a bit. Just the quality of the wave wasn't there. I feel like he was just looking for the section the whole time and it never popped up. And if anything, it's barely going to be enough if it is.
But did well to try to fire himself up early. Typically, I don't think he likes those morning heats. You know, he likes to wake up a bit. Numbers coming through for Igarashi, a 3.27. Not enough. Kelly and Kolohe will move on into the round of 32. Exciting times to kick off the first heat of the